I'm Mia, and I treat concussions as well as look at brains all day, and I want to talk about this brain here. So this is a client. It's a scan of a 41-year-old woman with a history of ADHD and multiple concussions. So if we look here at the brain scan that we did with the Myndlift platform using the Muse headband, you can see more about that in my channel. Let's look at what her brain scans mean and what it's showing it here. So these images are how her brain was working with her eyes open on the left, eyes closed on the right. You can see the green, blue, red. So greens is normal compared to other females her age. Blues would be less than normal of these frequencies. So you can see the frequency layers here. So that's like 1 to 3 hertz and so on. So these are different frequency levels. And then the red is more than normal. So let's highlight the positives first. The good news is her alpha rhythms look great. And the posterior alpha response is almost like it's 191%. So that's really high. This means her brains can shift from calm, relaxed state really well. Her central alpha response is also solid, and her peak alpha frequency is at 11 hertz, which is optimal for her age. Basically, her brain is still pretty strong, but these are the things we want to look at, the challenges. In the frontal lobes, you can see there's a mild asymmetry, which means imbalance in the theta waves. So that's right here. You can see that asymmetry more on the right than the left. This can show up as brain fog, distractibility, or uneven focus. And her frontal theta beta ratio is getting close to the high end. And you can see this red area here. It's looking high. This can contribute to ADHD-like symptoms, difficulty sustaining attention, impulsivity. You can also see her beta balance is a little forward, beta down here is a little on the lower end. So it's a little blue. So it's actually hard for her to focus. She's kind of stuck in alpha mode, especially when she closes her eyes. But alpha mode meaning daydream mode. So it's really hard for her to focus. And we also see these patterns make sense given her ADHD combined with concussion. She's compensating well as far as her reaction time and stuff, but as far as looking at her brain, we definitely want to help her be able to focus more. And that's something we can do with neurofeedback. So her neurofeedback plan would be to train her brain to get better out of this alpha mode here and into beta mode and high beta mode here. So we want to help her brain be able to focus more and not be fighting, trying to just chill out all the time. When we do that, it will also help her so she'll be able to have more restful sleep. With neurofeedback, she would basically be set up on a training plan, 20-minute sessions 3 times a week, probably 3 to 5 times a week. If she had a headband at home, she would put the headband on, or here in the clinic, we would set the protocol so that while she's watching a video, if she's in clear focus mode, the video will be clear and the volume loud. But if her brain goes into that daydream kind of alpha lower mode, the video gets dimmer and the volume goes down. So eventually her brain figures out how to make it clearer, and it practices more in the focus mode, in beta mode, in that frequency. She gets rewarded with a nice clear video. The more time she spends in beta mode, the easier it is for her brain to come into focus. And that's the treatment for helping her with her ADHD. It will also help her with her concussion symptoms. This is basically how neurofeedback works. So we scan the brain, see what it looks like, see areas and frequencies where there's imbalance, and then we can do training programs with the Muse headband. And we can bring it, so after 20 to 40 sessions, we do a scan again, see how we've changed these patterns for her. And that's the great thing, is that it's a drug-free kind of workout for your brain to help change these patterns that we can get into from trauma, from prolonged stress, all of these scenarios that we kind of get into different patterns. So we want to bring this brain back into shape by helping it get more comfortable in clear focus mode. Neurofeedback is a great way to do that. It's like the gym. It's not easy at first, but once you get more comfortable doing it, your brain gets better and better at being in this higher focus mode. And then from here, we can make a difference. And that's what's so exciting about neurofeedback, and the work I do with matrix repatterning as well is to find any strain patterns in the cranium that are affecting brain patterns as well. So that's something I do personally here in my clinic. But the nice thing about neurofeedback is that you can do it from your own home. All you need is a Muse headband. So if you're curious about what your brain activity might look like, or follow me, check the links in my bio. I have actually a promo where if you get the Muse headset, we can set up a brain scan for you for free. Or if you already have the Muse headband, then we can work at getting you a scan and seeing if neurofeedback is a good fit for you. So follow me for more. I'm going to talk about more and more brain patterns, see these combos. Again, understanding brain patterns is a big part of getting to know your own brain. I love talking about brains. I'm brain curious, and I'm sharing everything I learn with you along the way. So as I learn how to see these patterns, I'm going to share them with you. But also, I want you to get to know your own brain, because when you know it, you can start taking care of it, and we can actually make changes and bring it back into balance. And that's what I'm here for. So follow along for more videos like this.